Okay, Scorpios, I already put back the cards, but I just wanted to say in today's extended, we went very deep into the situation if you are resonating in the YouTube. And it was actually kind of sort of a mini manifestation class as well, like aligning with beliefs. If you resonate again with that specific situation that's going to be in YouTube, if you resonate with a situation where another person needs to come towards you properly, and like aligning yourself with a version of yourself where being chased, pursued is a normal, consistent thing for you. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to wait for anyone, and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, do make sure you go into the extended today. Just sharing this because I think it's going to be more effective than just trailer. So yeah, and I'll see you guys in a second in the YouTube. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another extra video. So watch the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And before we get started, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to subscribe. If you hear some sounds, it's going to only be for a few more, I think, seconds. I don't know. I really felt like starting the video already. It's my coffee maker in the background, but hopefully it doesn't make that much of a sound. Anyway, guys, recording this on Eclipse. Probably going to be posting this either on Eclipse Day or the day after. So let's see what's going to come out. Since it is the eclipse, I'm going to use my dragon deck, and I'm going to use my moon deck too. Let's see what's going to come out. There were already a few messages I was kind of feeling, but I don't know. Before I speak too soon, I want to see what actually comes out. Let's see. There is personal readings that are available in my shop. If you want to book a personal reading, you go there. Link is in the description box. What else? If you want to study tarot, there's my VIMEO for beginners tarot course. You can stream that just for like almost $100. So yeah, let's see. Ooh, trust. So something right now is happening where what they're saying is that you are required to deeply, deeply trust. We have egg moon. Number 32, 3-2 combination could be important to you. I feel like you are protected. I also feel that, so you're required to deeply trust, and I feel like you are coming to acceptance with something. There's also a connection that's emerging for you. So there is something where there is a connection with another person where you both trust each other deeply. And also trust is a very big part of this connection. So maybe, for Scorpio, for sure, right? Trust issues, right? Or, having that deep connection, bond, trusting is important. But I feel like it's about trusting each other and also trusting sort of like the process. And also I feel like you're coming into connection with someone where there's deep acceptance of each other. However, I feel like even though there is this connection manifesting for a lot of you, there is something about the process of also you coming into this deep self-love, sovereignty, where you know who you are not, messing around, so to say. You are not letting anyone dim your light. You're also not allowing any circumstances to strip you of your power. It's almost like you went through some kind of phase, perhaps, where maybe there was some annoying circumstance, maybe there was something that happened, and you allowed yourself to be deeply bothered by it. And I feel like if you resonate with this, it's all good, right? You're human. But it almost feels very natural, I feel like, for a lot of you, where you're no longer bothered by it. And oh my God, my frame is not straight. Hold on. Yeah, I feel like you are no longer bothered by something that used to strip you of your power, or at least it felt like you were giving your power away. I don't know what it is, but I think honestly with eclipse, solar eclipse with Chiron, this is a big part of it, like our wounds, right? Like looking at our wounds, looking at things that maybe made us feel disempowered previously, where we gave our power away. Like for example, right? Like I've had this, just sharing this because for me it's a very relevant thing. Like even on social media, I've experienced being bullied for a very long time, just in general. People who thought that they could come to my channel, watch what they want, but at the same time not respect me. And like, and to me it was always crazy, because if you don't like me, you don't watch. I understand you might not like me. So many people think that I don't understand that like not everybody's gonna like me. Of course I understand, like, and I'm not trying to be liked by anyone whatsoever. But my idea is more like you cannot expect to be benefiting from my gifts or, connecting to my gifts if you don't like me. Like if you hate me, you're entitled to that, please do. But it's like, but you cannot learn from me, you cannot benefit from me. I don't give a blessing, if you don't respect me, if you don't respect human beings. You only receive my blessings to actually benefit from it if you respect me, if you're just a normal human being, basically. Like I'm like that. But the idea here is also where, again, like maybe, again, for me personally, when I was a child, like I went through abuse, I went through bullying. At that time, I could not protect myself, right? Now as an adult, even though when I'm experiencing occasionally like situations where something triggers those wounds, the healing occurs where I understand that I'm coming out, right? It's even in psychology, out of position of a child, and realizing that now it doesn't bother me anymore. Now, even if like someone tries to bully me or to hurt me, I can just say fuck off, and they cannot really affect me. Like, I was gonna say something mean, but like most of these people who like online especially don't have enough money to be where I am. So it's like, it's like one of those things that it's like you cannot reach me anymore. Yeah, when I was like a child, like people could pick on me, bully me, teachers, family, kids in school. But like at that point, I felt powerless because, I was just by myself, right? But like in this age, what I'm learning, growing and realizing, and I'm feeling this a lot, this came up. I'm so grateful that honestly it came up for me right before the eclipse, because it allowed me honestly very deeply to heal something that I feel like was stuck in my body and couldn't move, and I've released it in a very powerful way. And essentially it's like with the solar eclipse, the reason why I'm sharing, and again, sometimes to explain these energies you have to share a personal story, because I don't know how else to explain it. I don't feel like it's as deep and personal unless I let you into so like that, because it's otherwise you can connect with a concept intellectually, but to actually feel it, I feel like you have to connect emotionally with another human being. So the idea here is that like now I'm in a position where, first of all, I'm not a child anymore, so they cannot like mess with me. And another thing is I can say, like, I can take my power back. I can say what I truly mean, and no one can, tell me what to do, right? Like I have this freedom to choose for myself. And it's like, this is where, like this eclipse, especially with the solar eclipse for a lot of us, where maybe, as children, as teenagers, even earlier in our life, doesn't necessarily have to be childhood trauma, but like even early in our lives, if there were moments where we was stripped of our power some way, if we face this moment now and allow ourselves to feel whatever wants to come up, it could be different things. It could be sadness. It could be anger. All range of emotions. With Aries, it of course is about warrior. So allowing that to come up, you have no idea, guys, how much it unlocks the stuck energy. Like maybe you've had money blocks, maybe you've had like love blocks. You don't even know how something that seems unrelated might be affecting other areas of your life. But like once you face that wound where, for you, it could be in different areas of your life. Maybe it's also like something similar to mine. Maybe it's about just not being heard, not being understood. Whatever this is, you allow yourself to feel it, and you understand that this no longer has to be your story. Because like, again, my example, have to make it personal because there is no way I can explain this. My example, like growing up in a country very close-minded, where women have to behave certain way, bullied by teachers, bullied by kids, who felt like I was different, I was standing out. They had a problem with, like, I think they could feel that I had like psychic ability or something like this. And just in general, I would always stand out. I was always different and stuff, and was hated at that time. Had people who were telling me what to do. Had people who were triggered by me coming into my womanhood, my power at that time. And, were trying to create problems for me, like at school, like even though I had like all best grades and whatever. And at that point, it was really affecting the quality of my life, my mental peace. Now, right, at this age where I'm an adult, it can no longer, right? Like it only hurts because it awakens a memory of something that used to be hurtful and used to be even dangerous. Now it's more of like, you know what? You can fuck off. I can do whatever I want to do. Your opinion really doesn't matter, when you're especially hateful. So, and understanding that people can say whatever I want now, but at the same time, I have the freedom to do whatever I want to. And also understanding, I think very importantly, that the pain sometimes, the trigger that we experience is, and the pain that comes up with it is not really about they're doing something to hurt you today, but it's more like it's the memories of those scars and those pains where when you were truly not in a position to protect yourself in any way, that's when it hurt. And you craved love, you craved acceptance, you craved emotional connections with people, but like it was not there. But now again, not all people are like that. We can choose different. And like there's something, this is how you release major trauma. Of course, I'm not like, you know, certified psychologist, therapist, but trust me, the amount of fucking trauma I've dealt in my life with my 8th house placements, especially, like I can speak from experience, and you can, you know, like hopefully find something for yourself here. So yeah, and this is self-love coming into sovereignty, also surrendering something and starting to really create. I feel like for a lot of you, you might have been feeling blocked creatively. It partially has to do with what I just described. So maybe you have some kind of wound, fear of self-expression, because you feel like, I definitely resonate with that. Because you feel like if you were to truly express yourself, truly to go for what you want, you are not going to be supported. You are not going to be loved, right? And for a lot of you, it's just not the case anymore. It's an old story. So releasing that old story, surrendering it, and starting to powerfully call in new beautiful beginnings. And again, this is not about like, oh, how am I going to make money from my art? How I'm going to make money off music? How I'm going to do this? How I'm going to do that? You have to understand that those are all technicalities. They're going to fall into place. Like, for example, I'll share, like, even, you know, like I do this for a living now for already how many years? I don't know, full time too, pretty much. So when I originally even started studying astrology, it was like back 2011-ish. I mean, YouTube was already there, but even before that, I want to say, I never in my head had this understanding that, oh, you could upload something on YouTube and people could find you could connect on social media platforms with people, whatever. Never in my mind I even knew that we're going to have something like that going on, right? But like, so this is all technicalities. They all figure themselves out as you go on the path. Right. So like the same, like right now I'm personally facing something like I really want to fully commit to my creative journey, because it was on and off and I could never commit to it. Not because there's like lack of even resources or anything, but it's like more of my own mindset, really, if I'm being honest, right? Because I start something and I don't believe in myself enough and I quit and whatever, right? So with this, again, with this eclipse energy, it's very potent, and like with all of this surrendering, all these false narratives, there is this energy where when you finally see the truth of who you are, when you stop, you know, just suppressing yourself, because it used to be easier to survive that way, but now it's not needed anymore. Like, it's not needed anymore. So it's like, you know, if you've ever actually have, like in my family, I've had like survivors of like actually starvation, hunger. And in my family, like growing up, for example, there was this whole thing about you have to finish off your plate, right? Because even though, you know, the food is not scarce anymore, it's so deeply in the DNA where it's like at some point there was nothing to eat. So for me, like, you know, me being a Taurus self, right, like having 3-course meals and Michelin stars, you know, like loving to cook for myself, whatever, to like, you know, having had also recently not a healthy relationship with Uber Eats, where I've been ordering way too much. It's not good. Like, but this is also healing so many layers of generational trauma, because it seems like I actually just now thought about this, right? For me, this whole Uber Eats, or when I lived in Mexico, I had a chef for a brief time. Okay, I'm like, you know, don't like, you know, for a brief time. Okay, but I've tasted what it feels like. Like, it's crazy. 2 generations ago, right, I had family members who starved. There was legitimately like no food because of wars, because of other many different things. Me 2 generations later, traveling the world, you know, having a chef who cooks for me. I mean, not right now. Hopefully soon again, fingers crossed. You know, like once I figure out my new social media strategy, I guess. And like just enjoying food, having Uber Eats, having food delivered to me in 5 minutes if I want to. This is when we talk generational healing. Massive. You know, like massive. If you believe in the whole idea of like generations, what your generations experienced before you, very relevant concept. So sometimes you're doing something, or you have certain desires, certain habits even, you don't even understand them. It is connected to something else. So yeah, wow, that went deep here. I did not expect honestly to myself when I started this reading today to go there. I will probably timestamp this for I love reading because I know some people want to just go there, but yeah, and I feel like, again, once we strip off these layers of ourselves, maybe not being enough, scared to be seen, scared to be judged. Like, for example, I'll share a story, actually. Another story. Like, when I was a kid, I always wanted to do music, but like, my mom really didn't want me to make music, basically, or to play piano or whatever. And I get it, right? You know, you're an adult. You know, your mom no longer tells you what to do. But I think to a degree, I've always had these doubts about just, you know, my own abilities, partially because of that. Even though, like, I worked, you know, with big, even whatever, like, not to go into that, but and I don't know how to explain this, but really self-concept, even from a manifestation perspective, is everything. Like, I was, you know, recently watching Ice Spice on a Hot Wings show, which, you know, I watched the episode with her. I know a lot of people hated on that episode because they were talking about how she's so bland, whatever, she had no personality, whatever. But like, I actually watched, like, this is one of the few episodes I watched from the beginning to the end. Because I know she practices like law of assumption, manifestation, and I was very curious, like, to just observe her for a little bit. And so from what I understand, like, she just did like music for a year and like just blew up pretty much. And she was like, I was expecting it, whatever. And she's like, I think Fordham Road, where my school was. I went to Fordham. So like, I really connected with it. I actually really liked her. She had this very chill personality, I thought. And I thought, like, she didn't want to eat the spicier wing because whatever her reasons were, but like, I respected that. I don't know. I really liked her, actually. She was just very, like, relaxed in that interview. But the idea is, she pretty much, what I assume her self-concept is that I'm so good at what I do. I easily attract people to work with who, you know, I flow with. I'm so talented. I learn things fast. It's all self-concept. Like, people who, let's just say, are able to learn, even pick up an instrument in a very short time. Yes, sometimes obviously it is natural talent, but oftentimes it's also something like, I'm learning very fast. I'm able to pick up and learn new skills very fast. So for a lot of you right now, especially if you're venturing into new journeys, again, for some of you, it's a spiritual, it's a creative, it's business. Think of, again, the identity, like let go of all the survival identities perhaps, and come in, like, align yourself with identity where pretty much how to say this, you're a person who can create desired result. Like, okay, let's just say I want to start an artistic career. I need to have a self-concept where I can learn skills very fast. I have resources that maybe I don't have certain skills. I have resources at my disposal where, you know, I can create what I want. You know, it's a consistent practice for me, creating every day. I'm able to express myself in a desired way. I'm able to share what I want with the public. People who are searching, you know, people who are attracted to my vibe are easily finding me or something. Like, see, like, I have to obviously quite work on this a little bit more in terms of self-concept, but it's like, I feel like this is time. That's what they're showing me. This is time to let go of just survival identity, and time to go for things that you want. Look at this, burning with passion, going with the flow. And for a lot of you, it's going to be this balance between, you know, really feeling the passion and really, like, having days where maybe you work a whole night on something you're passionate about. And at the same time, also going with the flow of things, not forcing things necessarily, but at the same time, not delaying them either. Yeah, look at this. Resources, gathering your power. And I feel like for a lot of you, the moment you take your power back, and I swear, like, for me, I know it so kind of sounds so odd, but like, for me, when I just, instead of like closing the comments, being afraid to write what people, being afraid to read what people write to me, or being afraid to even respond or whatever, when I actually just called them out, you know, I know it's so stupid. Those people really don't even care, whatever. But for me, as a person who experienced bullying, abuse, whatever, when I was a child, and even on YouTube here, right? Like, for me, just saying fuck off and like really not not being afraid of this anymore, not feeling like, oh my God, I'm so scared. What if I lose followers? Whatever. What if this and this happens? Me saying, fuck you. No, there is much more people who care, like who care about me. There's a lot of who don't just give a shit at all, but like there are much more people who care and who love me than whatever the stuff I used to I used to let bother me so much. And it's weird because the moment I've done this, there are many other things in my life where I started seeing them with a whole new awareness. Like my relationship with this one guy, some other stuff that was happening in his life, some other stuff even with my family. Like, it's crazy. Everything is so connected. And I feel like, again, for you, you're taking your power back, and the resources that you need to create something will manifest. Yeah, but look at this. We have transformation and defining yourself. So for a lot of you, it's also about correctly defining yourself. Now, when I say correctly defining yourself, it's like your self-concept. For example, this is probably going to go more right now into, into love reading, but it's like, you know what it is? Even when it comes to love, right? A lot of people feel like they have to do something, they have to help this person or whatever. And again, it's self-concept. Do you identify as a woman, for example, if we're talking about feminine energy, who any man, pursues? Like, it's a normal, consistent experience for me to be pursued. It's a normal, consistent experience for me to, let's just say, if I gave you a little hint that I'm into you, that I don't have to do anything else anymore. You can, you can do what men need to do, and like everything works out. It's a normal, consistent experience for me to manifest. It's a normal and consistent experience for me to attract someone I am attracted to, like to attract someone I find attractive into my life. Because like for a lot of people, it's deeply ingrained. Self-concept could be something like that. Oh, all the guys I like, they never notice me, but the guys I don't like only notice me. It's for men and for women. This goes deep. So this is where we are redefining ourselves. No, actually, it's a normal, consistent experience for me to find mutual attraction. So something about definition. Okay, let me see, take one more. Yeah, and I feel like you're accepting whatever you cannot change about the past, but letting go at the same time of darkness. It's almost like this is after the winter. Spring is here finally. And you're creating space. You're creating space where maybe previously you felt limited. Now you're persisting, and it took some time, I feel like, for a lot of you to go through this journey. So, I mean, there is no right or wrong way to do things. Sure, we all want to go through this faster, but I do think, like, based on my experience, because like I feel like, when it was 2020, 2021, I could have taken my power back. Like, there were opportunities for me to really grow and go very fast in the direction of growth, but I was just not ready yet. Like, there was so much pain I was still experiencing, and with the state of the world, with everything, I just couldn't, which is fine. If sometimes you feel like you can't, don't, it's not the final stop. It's not a failure. You will have a chance, to go and through flow and achieve the success that you want. Look at this. I cannot make this up. Rebirth, giving yourself a second chance. Exactly what I was just saying. So it's like, you will get to your desired, outcome. And I feel like there are miracles even that are possible. There are choices, there are consequences, but you have to believe in yourself, because this is the key right now. Okay, so let's go now into your love reading. I think this is where I'm going to end this for now. I do want to start a love reading. I don't want this video to be 1 hour long. So, wow, this is powerful. I really hope that, again, I know, like, not for all of you this will obviously resonate, but for those of you who it did, I really hope you got something out of this, because I felt very emotionally connected to this. Let's take one card from here. Okay, 2 cards, of course. I say one, it comes out 2. The Angel Gate, cleansing, protection, blessing, and the hidden worlds, changing consciousness, awareness, extrasensory perception. So I feel like, to me, what stands out here is this angelic force. So you might have even experienced, look at this, bottom of the deck, Temple of Dreams, sacred dreams, prophecies, dream journeys. So you might have even experienced, I want to say maybe in the past week, in the past few days, a very intense cleansing and purging process, or maybe it was right in between eclipses. I personally felt right before the eclipse, literally for a week, I didn't want to leave my apartment. I know it's like super weird, not the healthiest things to do, but like I was, you know, having like something going on too, and I was just like, I just don't want to go anywhere. I just want to be in my apartment for 7 days. Like I really felt like I want to stay home. I don't want to go anywhere. I cannot explain this. Because you know what it is? I mean, I don't know. I guess sometimes when you go out, you interact so much with other people's energies, and there's all kind of things, especially when you are not fully healed in certain ways, there are things that trigger you. So for me, staying at home for 7 days was a powerful thing, because it's almost like when I came out, you know, on the 7th day or whatever it was, I literally felt rebirthed. Like, I don't know how to explain this. You didn't have to go through the same thing, but I do feel like for a lot of you, you might have experienced just some kind of purge. I feel like maybe you've had like angelic assistance. There were entities around you, positive entities, like, you know, I've been talking about of angels that renewed your spirit right before this eclipse. For a lot of you also, there is a sense that, you know, your own individual vision of what your, you know, heaven, so to say, heaven comes, you know, rapture, whatever that thing is, it is here. The gate is open. Let me see what's behind this card. Knew it was going to come out. And it's like, you know, what's interesting, a lot of people think of like heaven or perfected world in some super crazy intense terms, which it could be, of course, like, but it's almost like all it is just playfulness, fun, flowing, playing, dancing, music, maybe playful, fairy, almost like energy. And with other lives, past lives, dimensional lives, there is a version of you that is already there, is already basically in heaven, whatever you want to call, new earth, I don't know. With resurrection, comeback, rebirth, renewal, for a lot of you, there is a chance to renew on a massive scale right now. And the path is open. You know how they say lotus blooms from darkness or in the mud or whatever? So whatever circumstances you were in, whatever your situations were no one else would have succeeded, I feel like maybe. No one else would have succeeded because it was meant for you only, right? Right now, it's like, it's a blooming time. It's a blooming season. Blooming season, yeah. And you have like a lot of support with the fairy energy, angel energy. Wow, this is such a beautiful reading. But now let's go into love. Now let's go into love. Now let's see what love will tell us. First row is you, second row person you're connecting with. Let's see. Ooh, you're showing up as the Ace of Pentacles. We like the Pentacles. Four of Wands. Ooh, Two of Wands. Ooh, Chariot. Two more. The Magician. One more. Ooh, the Emperor. Wow, I like your row. Let's see, who are you connecting with? Hopefully it's this Emperor vibes. Five of Wands. Something about chess. Actually, yesterday I was walking on the beach and I saw a chess board, like a big chess board, like an installation on the beach. Ace of Wands, High Priestess, Five of Cups, Page of Wands. Oh gosh, here they go again. And we have Six of Swords. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody who might like to play drums. Somebody who is marching to the beat of their drummer. Yes, Scorpios. This person is coming towards you. Ace of Cups and the Chariot. Again, don't know old, new, you know how we say. Somebody you already know, somebody you're connecting with new. Open your heart. Ooh, is your heart open? So somebody's asking you, like, is your heart open? Are you open for love? Are you open? Is the business, are you back in business? What are your opening hours? So something about opening your heart to love again. And fearless love, forever young. So something about, you will know that this is the right connection for you, where they make you feel rejuvenated. You feel young, fearless love. So I don't know what kind of tiger you needed to fight, you know. But it's like something about this love is fearless. but it's lasting too. So there is some kind of connection that's manifesting for a lot of you guys, which is very, very, it's different. It's different in many ways. It's very fearless, and it's very like you feel like you're young with this person again or something. I mean, for a lot of you, you are young, but you know how I don't feel like I've experienced this before, even like when I was like my early 20s. Sometimes when you're just not inspired, not in love, you just feel like, you know, you're a million years old or something. And then you fall in love and you feel this like childlike wonder again. So there's that. Now let's talk about this. So you have a new beginning, new home for some of you coming up, a lot of thoughts about the future, which way to go. Your role looks fantastic. So you have opportunities with work, with career, settling down, thinking of the future, aligning yourself with the future, going towards your goal, manifesting your future, and a serious person also, like the serious commitment with someone, serious connection, I don't know, serious relationship even manifesting. So for you, everything actually is going to be going pretty well, I want to say. Now, who are you connecting with? It's more like I'm confused about their energy a little bit, because with the Five of Wands, first of all, they feel like there is a lot of competition when it comes to you. So you might have like a lot of different suitors. There might be a lot of different people attracted to you, and they know that. Why? Well, you are attractive. You're attractive. You are mysterious. You know, you might be psychic. You know, you might be just very mysterious, very beautiful, very feminine. And this person is inspired by you. This person, watch my video from yesterday. They have like attraction to you. I was going to say erection. Attraction, but that too, like on another level. And with the Five of Cups, I do feel like, I'm going to clarify this, 5 Wands and 5 of Cups, because these two cards are kind of weird to me. This person been watching you, observing you, learning you. It's almost like they are your biggest fan. So it's almost like for some of you guys who are starting your artistic career, you might have doubts about yourself. You guys already have a very, very invested heavily fan base. You know, this person just by themselves, how much they've been watching you, studying you, trying to understand you. It's like they are your biggest fan. Yeah, they are your biggest fan. They've been like studying you. They've been watching you, understanding you, analyzing you. It's almost like this person is ready to write your memoir, or how you say biography, right? Memoir is when you write it yourself. They could, you know how sometimes like, was it Priscilla Presley? She wrote about Elvis right after, you know, well, like, but like it's, I don't know, this person is now already can write your biography. They know everything about you, you know, it's like they are ready seriously to write a book about you. That's how much information they have. Six of Swords, yes, there might have been something where they had to anchor themselves. So maybe this person was traveling a lot, and maybe you and them didn't connect sooner because they had travels, they had like things to do, and they were just simply not able to, you know, be where you are. Again, if you ask me, I think it's a bit BS, because okay, you're traveling a lot, so take me with you, you know, kind of thing. Right? Or, you know, come towards me or whatever. You can always make things work. Circumstances don't matter shit. I don't care what anyone says. But it's just, that's opinion. That's not reading. Now, I do feel that, let me see. Let me clarify this a little bit. Clarify the 501s. I'm going to use different deck for clarifiers, because this deck is very trippy. So if you don't want the 2-hour reading, let's do a little more straightforward deck. Clarify 5 of Wands. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Why Wheel of Fortune, though? Ace of Pentacles. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. So this person sees you as a big deal, faded new beginning, and they want you to pick them. So maybe they understand you have other options. They understand you could be with someone else if you wanted to, but they want you to pick them. But at the same time, you know what it is? This person's weird. Oh my God. It's like they want you to pick them, but they don't want to be just one of your boys or one of whatever. It's almost like this person might have been resisting to show you how they truly feel, even though they hurt you a lot by doing that. They didn't realize it, I think, because they didn't want to just be someone you got so easy. I don't know, what is that? Are you in your feminine energy or something? No, but like they didn't want you to understand just how much power you have over them, because this person is madly, I feel like, in love. Now clarify the 5 of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. They had a lot of work responsibilities. Oh, you know what it is? For some of you, this person, some kind of contract was resolved at their work. So maybe they had a creative partnership, business partnership, partnership with a corporation, some kind of legal matter. Maybe for some of them, like literal, you know, third party matter, divorce, something like that. They are unhappy with how much work they have put in and how much was still on their shoulders. But they have faith though. So they have like mixes. I don't think Five of Cups here is about you necessarily, even though they're disappointed that whatever circumstances they had in their life have interfered with the connection. Again, they let it happen. So now they are wanting, I feel like, protect the connection more because they see it as true love. They want to build with you and they don't want to be in that space where there is lack. Okay, let me see. Clarify Ace of Wands. Ouch. I feel like this person is very attractive. You look at this Queen of Wands. Very attractive. You're very attractive. What can I do? Five of Cups. And they're sad. But you're going to talk. I feel like you're going to talk. You're going to talk. King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. And this person will lay out some kind of plan, some kind of proposal. Judgment, Ten of Cups. They want to be very happy with you. They want to make love to you. And they want a new beginning with you. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. They want a new beginning. Hanged Man. Again, it doesn't have to be anyone you've already been with. It could be just a new beginning that maybe, okay, you met a person, you liked each other, but nothing happened. Or maybe you liked each other a while back, but nothing happened. You're dating someone else, you're dating someone else. This kind of things happen all the time. But now they're like, I want you. I always wanted just you. I never wanted anyone else. All this time they've been trying to manifest you. That's what's crazy. The Sun, the Magician, all this time they've been manifesting you. For some of you are like, oh, 2 weeks ago I started thinking randomly about this person. What happened? Huh? They've been manifesting you. That's what happened. Look at this. Because they are in love. Oh my God. Chariot, they're in love. They're in love because, of course, you are very attractive. For some of you, this person is going to... I don't know. I kept getting this for Scorpios recently a lot. And I mean, Scorpio, Saturn is in your 5th house. So for those of you who are in that age and are interested, for a lot of you, I see pregnancy in the near future. That's what I'm seeing. Emperor, Empress, King of Wands. This person wants to have family with you. This person wants to be with you. This person just wants you and only you is what I'm getting. The Tower, Two of Swords. But for some of you, like, and I do feel like for some of them, there might be still some kind of old karmic energy latching. But I feel like it ended. It's just more so that karmic energy wanted to compete with you. Somehow I've known somebody like that. Oh my God, that was that woman, Jesus Christ. Which I know, honestly, like, I wish her the best. I wish she started looking not as terrible as she was before. So she looks not so bad now. I actually think she can attract a new man. So you know, good luck, God bless. But like, she was trying to copy how I dress, my style, how I behave even. And it's just, you will never, I think if you truly want to attract things that are right for you in life, what you need to do is to be the most you can be. Because you know how they say, right? I think, you know, when Kanye used to not be crazy, like, you know how when he said one time, somebody will always, or I don't know, this quote, maybe someone else said, like, someone will always be prettier, somebody will always be smarter, richer, whatever, but there's only one you. Your unique frequency, your unique energy, your unique specific you is what makes you the most valuable. Like, not how much money you have, not how much whatever you have. You, the most unique you. You know what I mean? And like, these days, I think people make that mistakes, like, you know, and we all are part of this. I think this is Pluto in Aquarius, right? Like right now, this energy, the age of Aquarius, right? Where, like it or not, we become more same like others, which is also a process, I think, of collective evolution back into oneness. But like, there's different, you know, layers to that, different sides I don't want to get into here. But it's like, yes, sure, you know, like we can come together in certain things, but don't leave what makes you the most unique you, because that's the most precious thing you have. So even going back to, you know, that person, like, if she only owned her truth, how she is, and sure, it doesn't connect with that man anymore that she was trying desperately to hold on to because they grown completely apart. Like, at some point, I think they matched because, of course, obviously, you know, when you're 20 years old versus when you're 40, like, it's different, right? Or like when you're 30 even and you're 40, like, man, I'm different than I was a year ago. it's like, in a way, people who are on ascension path, people who are constantly growing, it's, you know, it has consequences in terms, like, you grow past a lot of people. In my life, like, you know, it's hard sometimes to keep up with friendships even and stuff, because I often feel like 7 months ago we were really on the same page, but I've changed so much since then. And if I see like you're still in the same space, it's not even that I'm like condescending, I don't want to keep in touch with you, but I just don't vibe with you anymore. And then it becomes forced, and then it sucks, right? So the beauty, I feel like, of a soulmate connection is that if the two of you keep growing, right, in the same direction. But if you've grown apart, it's just like, and again, if you've grown apart, you can of course force it by trying to force it. You know, people do all kinds of things for that, but it's just, no one is happy from that, and no one is evolving, right? Or evolving in a very like corrupted way. It's not really organic way. And anyway, and I'm just saying, like, if this woman, and I feel like if you've dealt with someone like that, has only just owned her unique light, she would have found somebody who would match her, and everyone would have been happy. But anyway, I do feel like some kind of karmic energy is still latching, but I feel like it's over. Yeah, it's over. And essentially we have Four of Swords, Four of Cups, Four of Wands. You will see how all of that will resolve. You don't even have to worry about this. You know, whatever they do, just pay no attention to that, because it's like, I understood, by the way, it's like, for me, even this connection of whatever happening on social media versus other circumstances that are undesirable, they only matter if you give them power. They only matter if you give them attention. And if you're just busy doing something else, enjoying your life, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, focus on what you want, basically. And yeah, I'm getting this person is coming towards you. Like, they want you. They just want you. They want a future with you. I feel like they want to move away with you. For some of you, it could be. So anyway, we'll take this to the extended over here. I really want to see what this person is coming with, because this person is that they just want you. They just want only you. There is no one like you for them. And I feel like the only sadness they feel is that before there was just too much going on, uncertainty and whatever. And I feel like this person just wants a new beginning with you. Let's see how it goes, what happens. Links to the extent is going to be down below. I love you all, guys. Thanks so much. We'll talk soon. Bye.